If my bike disappeared tomorrow, if my gear vanished, YouTube never existed, and I had to start from absolute zero riding motorcycles in Ireland again, what would I actually do? Not the Instagram version, not the Reddit fantasies, the boring, cold, wet, expensive Irish reality version. Because I see so many new riders getting stuck in the same old loops, buying the wrong bike, overspending on gear, stressing about stuff that doesn't matter, and quitting before they actually enjoy the ride. So this video is basically me talking to my past self, and possibly to you if you are starting off right now. First thing I wouldn't do again, I wouldn't rush it, because I feel like maybe I did a little bit, and that's fine. I have learned from my mistakes. Everyone feels pressure to get that bike ASAP, post it online, start their journey. But in Ireland, rushing equals bad weather decisions, panic buying gear. Yes, I have most definitely done this. And buying a bike you don't actually like riding. Unfortunately, that is something you figure out later on, after you've bought the bike that you don't like riding. If I was starting again, I would give myself one boring month. No bike, just learning. I would actually Google or YouTube search Irish motorcycle riders, not American ones in perfect weather in Arizona. Understanding insurance is super important, and understanding what roads you would actually be riding. That one boring month will save you on insurance costs. No, I would still buy a bike. I would still buy a 500. Now, I can already hear you in the comments typing, but you'll get bored of it. No, buddy. No, I disagree. What you will get bored of is bad riding. If I was starting all over again in Ireland in 2026, I would still buy this bike. Or a 500cc more specifically. And here's why. And this is important, so listen up. Irish roads are narrow, they are bumpy, they are wet, they're full of tractors, full of potholes, and you don't need 150 horsepower to overtake a Micra. What you do need, however, is smooth power, predictable throttle, and confidence mid-corner. Now, the insurance reality, and nobody talks about this enough. Your dream bike might be affordable, but your insurance will not. A 500cc keeps the insurance realistic so that you can ride more, stress less, and actually enjoy owning it. Now, big bikes, they expose your bad habits. The 500cc category, however, exposes them. Throttle control, corner entry, line choice. And because I started on a 500, I was a better rider sooner because of it. Now, gear. So this is where riders get robbed. Helmets, I would spend on a helmet, but make sure it is ECE 22.06 rated. Go for comfort over brand. The brand really doesn't matter. If it is noisy and uncomfortable, you just won't ride. It's that simple. If your helmet sucks, you're not excited to get on the bike. Now, when it comes to pants and jackets, go for waterproof, not water resistant, because if you get soaked twice, again, you won't ride. It won't be enjoyable. It will not be fun. I would take boring touring gear anytime over cool soaked street gear anytime. Now, you don't need MotoGP boots. You don't need ankle protection so much. Same with the gloves. Warm plus dry beats race knuckles. And the gear I would not buy again. This jacket. Actually, if you see this jacket, it's the RST Mesh S1. Looks cool as crap. It's good for the summer, but it is mesh. There's no protection here from the wind, the rain, the fucking road. It's just not practical. Now, I do have other jackets, obviously, of course. But this is my go-to jacket because it looks cool, you know? But it's not practical at all. Sure, it has padding in the elbows and the shoulders. It has nothing on the chest, nothing on the back. It's just mesh. It is cold as heck. Now, section number 4. The biggest mental shift that I would make if I was to start doing this all over again. I would stop riding for validation. I wouldn't compare my bike to bigger bikes because I am jealous of bigger bikes. I wouldn't compare riding routes. I wouldn't compare the miles ridden. And Ireland being Ireland, it will keep you humble anyway. Some days riding means 40 minutes in the rain, one nice corner, and the coffee shop. But it all still counts. And if you're waiting for the perfect riding day in Ireland, well, it just won't happen. You will be waiting. Now, section number 5, what I would stop caring about completely. I would immediately stop complaining about what CC other riders think is enough. How fast someone else upgrades their bike Now, I've had people come up to me and be like, you need to change your exhaust. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I have an exhaust. Do I need my bike to be louder, my exhaust to be louder? No. Heck no. I'm like, I guess I understand it. It would look cooler. It would look better. But like, I'm in no rush to upgrade. And I would stop caring about people saying, you'll outgrow it. I mean, I've been riding it for 2 years. I haven't really outgrown it yet. Would I like to upgrade? Heck yes. Like, eventually I will. But again, I'm in no rush. Now, a lot of other riders love to give their advice. You know, they just push it on you. Which is fine, I ignore it, mostly. But they'll be giving you advice like, don't ride in Irish weather, don't pay Irish insurance, and don't ride on Irish roads. I'm like, this is Ireland, where else am I going to ride? I'm not going, like, what is that? Section number 6, if you are just starting right now, like this month or this year, I want to emphasize a few points. You do not need the perfect bike. You do not need the perfect setup. And you do not need the perfect route. What you do need, though, is a bike that you're not scared to ride. Good gear that keeps you dry. Again, not water resistant, waterproof. There is a difference. If you don't listen to me, you will learn the hard way. And you don't need permission to suck for a while. We all started this not knowing how the fuck to do it, but we learned over time. And the ones who improve the fastest are the ones who ride in any weather, every day, all year long. So just a quick recap to finish this video off. If I had to start riding again in Ireland in 2026, I would ride slower bikes, I would care less, I would enjoy it more, and if this helped and if this video helped you at all, drop a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you're starting on, or if you're starting this year, or if you started already this year. Just leave it down below. Leave a comment. It's fine. Anywho, ride safe, and we'll see you in the next video.